Nestled in a remote corner of the Appalachian Mountains lay a forest like no other. Locals knew it as the Wailing Woods. Its ancient trees whispered tales of sorrow, and the wind carried mournful cries through the night. One fateful autumn, a group of adventurous friends set out to conquer the myth surrounding the Wailing Woods. Armed with cameras and trembling excitement, they plunged into the heart of the forest. As they ventured deeper, the woods seemed to close in around them. The trees groaned with an unnatural melancholy, their branches reaching out like bony fingers. Shadows danced ominously in the dimming light. The group stumbled upon a dilapidated cabin, its windows shattered, and the door hanging from one hinge. Against their better judgment, they entered. Inside, the air was heavy with despair. In the cabin, they discovered an old diary. Its pages revealed a harrowing story of a hermit who had lived in isolation, driven mad by the relentless sorrow of the woods. The diary's final entry read, "The forest weeps, and its tears consume all who enter." Unnerved but determined, the friends pressed on. The forest cries grew louder, echoing in their minds. Strange occurrences plagued them, eerie whispers, rustling in the underbrush, and distant sobbing. As night descended, they made camp near an ancient gnarled tree. It was then that they saw her, the ghostly figure of a woman in tattered clothing, her eyes hollow voids of despair. She approached with a mournful lament, her spectral voice sending shivers through their souls. Desperation gripped the group. They fled, pursued by the relentless wails of the woman and the anguished cries of the forest itself. Branches tore at their clothes, and unseen hands clawed at their flesh. Finally, they burst from the woods, gasping for breath. The moment they crossed the forest's edge, the cries ceased. The Wailing Woods lay silent and still, as if it had never mourned. They never returned to those cursed woods, haunted by the memory of that relentless despair. To this day, the legend of the Wailing Woods persists, a place where the sorrow of centuries lingers, waiting to ensnare any who dare to venture into its depths.